Let me show you how to shine bright.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First play and a first pass for Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered on game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray giving to Conner on the option. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. To throw, it's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run forward with Connor. Room here, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up there? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Knives off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
And they will only muster a yard here to the...
On the tackle. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. .35 yards that time on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
91 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Murray going to take off with it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is recovered by the carpet. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Connor is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Rondale Moore with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Cardinals 14, Cowboys nothing. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Murray now to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Murray now. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Murray now on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott down. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, 60 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From the 17, Murray. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here,
guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now Murray. That pass complete to Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's got room. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 121 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd and inches, Murray. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the gun, a give to Connor. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st down, Connor plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we play. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Rohrwasser's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Finding space at the 40 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Doesn't necessarily need a touchdown. First down, Prescott. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. He's got it complete to Tolbert. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. Prescott looks to throw on first. Going for it all. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
A second down throw for Prescott. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. Running with Elliott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point on the play. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Murray to run again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Connor on the read option. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Again, it's Connor. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On third down, it's Connor. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have the Cardinals